Peace, family. We should be live right now. Let me using this new software, so I'm trying to get this right, family. Let me make sure I'm live. Bitcoin Bully, you there, man?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Can you still hear me? Am I still
Yeah,
coming through clear?
yeah, I hear you, man. We finally there, brother. With the workshop is tomorrow, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Got something in store for the family too. Something nice.
Okay, hold up. Let me all right, I see people. All right. Yeah, family. I just wanted to make sure I'm using this new software. So I wasn't too sure if we was live. Let me see.
I wasn't too sure.
Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. So we all live. All right, family. So, peace, family. My fault. Like I said, I'm using this new software. I just want to make sure y'all can hear me and everything. Um. Yeah. So like I said, we got the workshop tomorrow. Listen, man. Wow. Bitcoin is at an all time high. Bitcoin is at
Let
an
me, let
all
me,
time
let
high.
me, let me give them a visual real quick. Let me give
Yeah.
them a visual
Yeah.
on where we sitting at right now with some of these prices. I think the last time we went live, brother Rich, we were trading probably what, maybe 13,000, 12,000, somewhere around that area. We up $10,000 since the last. If I'm not mistaken, we up $10,000 since the last show.
Mm,
Just with Bitcoin though.
just with Bitcoin.
You know, so I believe Ethereum, which is what we were looking at, was somewhere around maybe $300 or $400 and $600+ now.
Mm,
Um, the market itself has had an influx of Fortune 500 companies, banking entities, micro strategy, hedge fund managers, and they're not buying small amounts, brother Rich. Once again, they're buying 100 million, 500 million, $700 million worth of just Bitcoin though, not the
man.
rest of the assets, just Bitcoin. So now what people are seeing is that influx, that institutional money that we've been talking about for years. That I mean, I've been saying this since Bitcoin was $1,000 that this is one of the reasons that we needed to pile in on it while it was at the prices that it was at. You know, a lot of individuals always say, "Well, I'm gonna wait for it to come down. I'm gonna wait for it to come down." And sure enough, price is always gonna have a drop, just like it did because we were trading at 23,000 plus. But the thing is, you don't ever know when the drop's gonna come. So you're saying you're waiting for a drop at 10,000. What if it goes to 20,000 and drops to 15,000?
Right.
You know what I mean? You missed your beat. So time really is of an essence when it comes to this new asset class, as far as us being able to accumulate it, because we will get boxed out financially speaking. I don't know how many people are going to want to buy a $400,000 plus Bitcoin.
Mm. Somebody asks, will this workshop be available for replay purchase? Yes, it will be available. You're gonna have it for life, for a lifetime. You have lifetime access to it. The download link will be sent to everybody after the workshop. Everybody who signed up for the remote viewing, there was an advanced course. I'm going to send that out to everybody probably tomorrow also. So yeah, you will have lifetime access to it. But so it's not too late. I just put the link in the chat. I mean, family, man. I haven't just people feel more comfortable if you tell something personal. I haven't dived into the crypto market yet. I wanted to wait till after this course. Maybe that was a wrong move because I could have made a lot of money if I would have dived in during our first show, but I wasn't that confident. I'm learning more and more, so I feel like I'm missing out as well. So don't think you're in there alone. And no, I don't think it's too late just because Bitcoin is already over 20,000. There's a lot of other coins that's popping as well. But yeah, I'm learning just like y'all learn. This is a master class. This is a Black Magic 363 master class featuring the crypto Chicago Bitcoin bully. So we're all learning and we're all we're gonna make this happen. What do you say? No, can we buy the workshop after Sunday because I'm broke? We'll figure something out. For those of you who want to purchase that. What I would say is you better find a way to purchase this for tomorrow. But we'll figure something out, family. But crypto man, what's going on? Bitcoin at an all-time high. I think XRP fell off a little bit, but give us let us know give us an update about what's going on in the crypto market and what could the family expect for tomorrow, because I know we're not gonna be on here too long, but basically give us an update about the market right now And also, what can we expect tomorrow, my brother, for the
All right,
workshop?
no problem, no problem. First and foremost, let me start off with Bitcoin. Just looking at the charts, showing what's going on and where it's been since the last time we were looking at it. Which, if we go back and I put this on a monthly chart, right? These are monthly candlesticks. So this shows the rise at which Bitcoin is going in a 1 month time frame. If we look for the month of December, we opened up at about $14,093. Right now, we're trading at $22,764. If we look at the month of November, we opened up at $11,500 just in November. We're only in mid-December right now.
Yeah.
Opened up at 11,500, right? Go back to October, we opened up at 10,800. Go back another month, 10,500. Another month, 9,500. Another month. If we just go back to July, Bitcoin was 8,900, right? Now, if we go back towards the beginning of the year, right, and we look at the low, Bitcoin was $3,850. 22,000 now, right? So what type of returns could individuals have made within that time frame had they invested their stimulus, their what was it around the time? Taxes, tax income check. You know what I mean? The type of return that you could have got could have really set you, not for life, right? But set you in a better financial place. So what we're going to be doing during the workshop, family, is we're going to give a simple introduction to what cryptocurrency is, right? And we're going to look at the proper way to enter, what wallets to use, right? Which ones are best to secure our cryptocurrency digital assets. I'm going to break down what is the difference between a centralized and a decentralized wallet, so you don't get caught out there thinking that you're holding something that you're really not. There's a big misconception for individuals that use Robinhood to think that they actually own the cryptocurrency that's on there. I'm going to tell you that you don't. You're not even actually holding the cryptos to whereas you can send them or transport them to another wallet. All you're doing is really trading the contract. So we're going to clear that up for everybody. We're going to look at what is known as a decentralized application, or a DApp, right? Now, the decentralized application that we're going to be looking at is going to give the individual the ability to operate in the same capacity as a bank, meaning that they will be able to make deposits, right? Make interest on those deposits that they make, as well as borrow against those deposits as collateral so they can do a self-secured loan. Now, all this is done without your name. I don't need your social security number. In fact, I don't need anything. You're going to be doing everything. I'm going to walk you through the steps that it's going to take for an individual to open up their own decentralized savings account, right? And then I'm going to show individuals how they can also borrow against that savings account, how they can take those assets that they borrowed, right? Be able to access not only synthetic gold and silver and possibly oil contracts if they want it, but also physical gold and silver. And you won't have to change it from cryptocurrency to fiat in order to do that transaction. There is a way where you can buy gold and silver, physical gold and silver, with Bitcoin and Ethereum. I'm going to show everybody how to do that. Now, keep in mind that you're going to have the ability to do this with capital that at one time you didn't have, because I'm going to show you how you can borrow the money to invest in other endeavors, right? Meaning that your initial capital, you're going to be able to put into your savings account, right? Use that as collateral to borrow against. Use that borrowed collateral to then come buy physical and or synthetic precious metals, right? And then as a topping, I'm going to show individuals how they can actually discharge that debt that they just borrowed from themselves, right? So it's I mean, I don't know if individuals are taking in the amount of information that I'm breaking down for you and the amount of power that I'm telling you have right now, just from a financial and an economic standpoint. Brother Rich, are you with me, or do I need to I don't know if I don't want to talk over nobody's head, right? You do have to have some type of insight on the current banking system to kind of get the drift of what I'm talking about with secured loans, collateralized loans, issuing debt. As an example, when an individual gets a house and they get a mortgage, the house is put up as collateral, and then you are issued debt, right, in the form of a loan, which you have to pay back with Federal Reserve notes, which is that debt. So this is the same thing. We're grabbing digital assets. We're going to be able to put them up as a mortgage, right? The house. The difference is we're going to be able to issue ourselves that debt as capital. And then we're going to be able to take that capital and really you'll be able to do whatever you want with it. I'm just throwing out the suggestion that you grab precious metals because my whole thing is generational wealth and how to pass it down, right? So, I mean, you can pay bills with it. I mean, you can blow it. Just remember that it is debt that you issued yourself. So the original collateral that you put up, i.e. the house, is still held as collateral until that debt is paid. So at the end of the day, there's nobody that you have to pay back but yourself. So if you get over on the system, you're just getting over on yourself. But
Indeed. Now I see a couple of questions. Is this workshop, is it for newbies? Is it for the advanced people out there? Or is it for both? Are you going to start off slow and then you're going to go in? What can they expect? A newbie, advanced, what can they expect?
We got 4 hours, so I'm going to slow stroke it. I'm going to start off slow and then I'm going to speed up.
Yes,
right?
Sir.
I'm going to walk everybody through just the simple steps. What is Bitcoin? What is cryptocurrency? What is a wallet? How do you transact with a wallet? Really, once you get past that first hurdle of actually having your own digital cryptocurrency wallet, everything else is really play from there.
Okay.
That's the biggest thing is how do you get access to these applications without a wallet? Because what we're going to be interacting with, right, is called the decentralized internet, which is Web 3.0, not Web 2.0, which is the layer of the internet that we're currently using.
Oh, okay.
Right. So in order to interact with Web 3.0, you have to have a Web 3 browser or a wallet.
What's a Web 3 browser? What's a Web 3.0 browser?
The Web 3.0 browser is the wallet or cryptocurrency wallet that allows you access to that decentralized internet. So look at it like the portal or the wormhole, right? From me opening up this wormhole, I'm now able to interact within this space that other individuals don't even know is around.
Don't even know. Yeah, right. Okay.
So, and just real easy is just a wallet. So if we look right here, the Trust Wallet, which is a mobile application, you can download this right on your phone and come down right here and hit dApps. It's going to open up the world to the decentralized internet for you to where you're going to have a decentralized internet browser and you're going to have a dApp store, which is no different than the Google Play Store or the App Store on your iPhone. The only difference is the apps are decentralized. So you're not operating on a centralized internet.
Right. Okay. Wow, makes sense. Well, man, I'm excited. Me personally, I'm excited. Like I said, I feel a little ashamed that I still haven't dived into the crypto market, but I look forward to tomorrow 4-hour class. Are you going to be giving us material after the workshop? Not after the workshop, but are you going to give us something we could take with us, like articles, or so we could continue to become experts at this? Are you going to give the people something?
Definitely. Okay. You know what I'll do for everybody that has and will sign up? I'll give everybody a free copy of my book, which is the Beginner's Guide to Cryptocurrency. It's called The Puzzle, the Enigma Behind Bitcoin and Cryptocurrency, and it really builds a solid foundation for an individual.
Okay, that's an ebook.
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. So what do you think about 2021, man? You think, shit, Bitcoin is booming. Bitcoin is the talk of 2020. Well, what's up? Do you really think it's going is it gonna go up another 20 next year? How's the rest of the coins gonna do? What do you think about 2021 and cryptocurrency? Is it a bear market, a bull market? What can we expect, my brother?
In my humble opinion, Brother Rich, this is just the beginning of what is going to be a monumental bull market.
Shit.
Unlike anything that people have ever seen, much like 2017, but a lot greater because the numbers are a lot higher. So with the numbers being a lot higher, we got to understand the higher the rise, the harder the fall, right? So don't get caught out there buying it at the top unless you have a plan for that top buy, meaning what are you going to do with it once you purchase it? Because if it, like right now, let's say somebody bought it right now at 22,000 and then it dropped back down to 17,000. Now that's going to hurt the individual that just entered the market. But for those out there like myself and those that follow me, those that have, allowed me to lead them to the water and took their own drink within the last couple of months, it's not going to affect us in any way, shape, or form. So understanding when to enter, right, is one of the most important, if not the important thing when it comes to these digital asset investments. When we look at some of the projections that these individuals out here are saying, and they're not nothing small, Brother Rich. I mean, the projection started about $100,000 to $500,000 to $1 million Bitcoin. Now, does that mean we're going to get to $1 million? I mean, I'm not going to say we are. I'm not going to say we're not. But when you have certain individuals making those projections, and then you have other individuals that have that amount of money that may not want to miss that, then that type of FOMO, which is the fear of missing out, can then push the asset to those type of prices. So when we're looking at a possible $50,000, $100,000, $200,000 Bitcoin, right? The amount of institutional money that's coming in and is about to come in. In fact, I just shared on my page today, Meg Thee Stallion is doing a $1 million Bitcoin giveaway, partnered up with Square Cash App.
You ain't got that article in front of you, so they won't
Fact,
think
let
you
me
lying.
bring that up. Let me bring that up. No, I got you.
I don't want them to think you lying.
I got you.
They be like, man, they making shit up for the workshop.
Nah, I got you.
It's perfect timing. What's going on, man?
Here we go right here. Meg Thee Stallion blesses fans with Bitcoin ahead of the holidays. The Houston native teamed up with Cash App to give away 1 million in Bitcoin. Right? It goes on to state that on Thursday, December 17th, the Captain Hook MC took to Twitter to announce the giveaway. It's on Twitter, family, so if y'all follow it, y'all should see it, and reveal how her fans could win. The Hot Girl Coach is officially on team at Cash App, which is an endorsement, which is a study contract. She tweeted, to celebrate, I'm giving 1 million in Bitcoin to as many hotties as I can. We'll be giving out this 1 million units until it's gone. So drop your Cash App below with hashtag Bit capital, all caps, Bitcoin Meg to get a piece. Many fans were chosen to receive Bitcoin from the Houston native. Twitter user Yaz Cakes tweeted, Fiat Megan, the MF Stallion noticed me on my birthday month. Thank you. Yada yada yada. And then somebody else, one no only money. What? She's getting $2 a pop each individual. Which, as of right now, this is what I want people to understand. Don't look at it as $10. What you want to look at is she just gave somebody 43,210 sats. That's the interesting thing. That's the most important thing, is how many Satoshis you got. Because the Satoshis are the denomination of the Bitcoin. And the Satoshis are what dictate the dollar amount to which you have, depending on what price it's exchanging hands. So it's not the fact that she gave anybody $10, it's the fact she gave him 43,000 sats, which isn't no small feat. So, what's going on?
And this just happened, right? This
Thursday. Yesterday. 17th, 2020. Wow. 71 is 8. 44, right? 444.
Woo.
So, man, you know, this is the time, and a lot of people are going to turn a blind eye to this, Brother Rich. You know, I got people, you know, I go through and I look at some of the comments sometimes on some of the videos, specifically the ones that we've done. I see people saying it's not backed by anything, it's going to crash to this. And my thing to say to that is, when you see, okay, for the layman, right, they might think like, okay, anything can happen. But then when you see individuals that manage hundreds of millions to billions of dollars for other people, telling those other people, I'm going to take your money and put it in this thing that everybody else is saying is going to crash, there's something else going on, brother. I mean, I ain't the smartest pencil in the box, right? In the pack, but I know how to follow the money. Not blindly either. Not blindly, let me say that. You know what I mean? I do everything with due diligence and heavy research. And more so than anything, technical analysis, because this is all that matters at the end of the day. So we can see what happened at the last bull market. It went from what? $243 to 13, really 20,000 if you do the wick, about 20,000. So from $200 to 20,000. That was the last bull run. $200 to $20,000.
Crazy.
And this is another thing. When people say, man, is it too late to buy? Is it too high? Man, there's hedge fund companies buying Bitcoin for the first time right now at $18,000, $19,000, and $20,000, spending hundreds of millions of dollars. If they're not scared about them, and let me not say that because they're doing it, okay, we should follow the wave. What I'm saying is from a strategic, from a thought out, from when you understand that these people have think tanks. They're not just going off on a limb and saying, yeah, I'm just going to blow $100 million. No, they got people that sit down at a table, have the contract, right? and sign paperwork in order to make these moves. So it's not just one person saying I'm throwing. Nah, it's roles and teams of individuals, well-informed individuals, well-educated individuals.
Indeed. Yeah, because what I was thinking was with you know with the whole thing and Bitcoin being at the price it is now, I know a lot of people are looking at us like, well, damn, am I too late? Is it too late? But yeah, based on everything you're saying, it's definitely not too late. You just got to be careful. And I know there's techniques you could use to, you know, if it starts dropping, you could exit and you won't lose that much money, right?
Yeah, definitely. You have stop limits. You got
Yeah.
automated contracts that trade for you that you don't have to worry about it. It's going to knock you out at a certain price. And then if for those that are like, well, it's a bit pricey. I mean, family, we got currencies over here that are at 0.003 right now. That's up 10% over the last 7 days. That's not even a penny. You got coins that are 10 cents, 3 cents, 5 cents, 20 cents, a quarter, $1, $5, $10. Whatever floats your boat, whatever type of capital you're coming in, there's something over here for you. Now, deal is you got to understand and learn which one fits you.
Right.
And this is the biggest thing. Please don't allow people to feed y'all just anything. I get a lot of inboxes where people are asking me what to buy, when to buy. I'm not the individual that's going to tell anybody what to do with their money, right? All you got to do is follow my lead. And not saying that everything I do is flawless, but if you just pay attention to the moves that I'm making, it'll give you an idea of what I'm looking for per se. You know what I mean? But when you jump out and you're asking people, man, what should I buy? Shit, somebody might sell you what they want to sell you. That's just not me. So my thing is, don't look, not even at me, at the Warren Buffetts, at the Jeff Bezos, to get what they're investing in. Because when they tell you what they're investing in, 9 times out of 10, they're wanting to sell it to you, right? And another thing, I don't have anything to sell here as far as I'm not here to take any money. I have no program. So if anybody ever reaches out to anyone saying I represent Bitcoin Block Bully, a Chicago crypto hustler, and we got a program where we're taking money in and we're investing it, don't believe that. I take no money from anybody. The key is for me to just share the knowledge with you so you can take your money and do what you want.
Indeed. Well, like I said, man, we ain't going to be on here too long. Let me take if there's a couple of questions y'all got. We basically getting ready for the workshop tomorrow. So much going on in the financial markets in the world today. Extremely important financial workshop tomorrow. So we're all getting ready for that. Everybody who signed up already, I'll probably send a link out tonight. Everybody will be sent a private link. Make sure you don't share it because you'll mess it up for everybody else if you share it, because then we're going to have to start finding people and kicking them out the room. And that's a hold up. So you don't want to mess it up for everybody else who paid money to watch the stream. So make sure when you get your private link, make sure you don't share it. And we're going to get going tomorrow. I think we're starting at 4 o'clock tomorrow, family. And we'll go for about 4 hours. So yeah, like I said, everybody who already purchased, well, yeah, like I said, 4 o'clock. We start 4 o'clock Eastern time. But oh, how do you sign up? I just I posted the link. Let me put the link again. Yeah, I just shared the link again for those who want to sign up. But give me yes, as I continue to say, you have lifetime access to this workshop. So if you can't make it tomorrow, yeah, you'll still have access to it. Crystal wants to know, I think Crystal already got her ticket. Any way we can prepare from today? So anything you want them to do for tomorrow, or just bring their pen and their pad? Crypto, you hear me, my brother?
What you say, my brother?
Yeah. Is there any way a sister in the chat wants to know, is there anything she could do to prepare for tomorrow? Or
Okay. The main thing you want to have is a laptop. Now, Macs, for my Mac users, those are extremely hard to use in the cryptocurrency space. So if you do have a Mac, make sure you're not using a Safari browser. Make sure that you are using the Chrome Google browser. You want to use Chrome Google. Just good internet access and a laptop. Everything else, I'm going to walk you through.
Okay, that's interesting.
That's all you need.
Safari isn't that good with the crypto game. That's interesting.
Definitely not. Just like with the iPhone, right? And I'm just gonna leave it here because I already know we're running over the time. But if we go over here and we look at the Trust Wallet, it is available for Android and it is available for Apple. The difference is on the Apple phone, you're not going to have access to this decentralized internet, right? You're limited when you use Apple products.
Damn, that sucks, man. So I can't. So can I get the app on my Mac computer and I can still have access to that if I'm using Chrome or
not this app specifically.
yeah, it's
You'll
just
have to use the Google Chrome. You have to use the MetaMask, which is the wallet I'm gonna walk everybody through how to get tomorrow.
okay, cool. So
So
all right,
I
so
got ways around it. I got you.
all right, good. Yeah. So you'll explain all that tomorrow. Yeah, everybody's asking about access after. Yeah, everybody will have lifetime access to this even after we're done. Let me see if there's any other questions I will want you to ask. Oh, I want to ask about okay. Eventbrite says it starts at 3. I thought it. Let me see. Somebody says Eventbrite. While I look this up, Chicago crypto. Let the people know some of your contact information if they want to reach out to you personally.
Definitely. You can reach me on IG at Chicago_crypto_block_bully. I do have a YouTube channel, Chicago Crypto Hustler. I also have a podcast, New Money Matrix, available on iTunes and Spotify. But IG is where it's popping at, where it's cracking at, where all the information is at. That's where you want to be at.
Yeah, I'm looking at the thing, the event right now. Yeah, it says 4 o'clock. I don't know what y'all talking about, but it says 4 o'clock. I don't people just be making shit up. Yeah, it starts at 4 o'clock tomorrow. So 4 o'clock we starting. Like I said, family, just wanted to do one last show for y'all and let the people know that everybody who signed up, don't worry, you will get the link probably late tonight. I don't want to. I never want to send out the link too early, so you'll probably get the link late tonight. And we'll all be live tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern time to 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Eastern time. So yeah. With that being said, family, let me see. I'm trying to see. Yes, family. Everybody keep that. You will have lifetime access to it. We'll figure out a way for you to purchase it if you can't purchase it tomorrow. But the easiest way is to get it by tomorrow. Because you might have to wait a little while. But yeah, the best thing to do is just to make sure you have it by tomorrow. But you will have lifetime access to it if you and you have up to 4 p.m. I extended the sale up to right before we start tomorrow. So you have up to the very last minute to get your ticket for this. And you knew about it for over a month, family. So don't act like it's life or death the day before. You all knew about it. Pretty much all of y'all knew about it for a month. So those who are interested, made that investment in due time. I'm a last minute person myself, so I understand doing things at the last minute. I do that a lot myself. But with that being said, family, somebody says, will you teach trading strategies in the lecture?
Man, and I mean, I could go through a couple trading strategies, but it honestly ain't enough time to teach us trading strategy in that lecture to everybody. But I'm gonna go through the charts. So I'm definitely gonna give you a rundown of how to read the charts, simple and basic, but not a full out trading strategy. You'd have to do a one-on-one consultation for that.
Somebody says, what does the course entail? How to look for chart patterns? Do you tell them how to look for chart patterns?
I'm gonna go through a couple of chart patterns, how to identify certain triangles, head and shoulder patterns, and whatnot. The majority of what we're going to be looking at tomorrow, right, which is the most important thing in my aspect, is the banking system, decentralized finance, how to hold your assets, how to gain interest on them, how to borrow against them, and then how to use that debt in order to in order to gain access to more.
You breaking up. You breaking up. What you say?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I was saying what I'm going to be showing tomorrow is in my opinion, and I've been in here for a couple of years and I do it all. I trade, I stake, I yield farm. What I'm going to be showing tomorrow, in my opinion, is way more important than just the trading the cryptocurrency. At the end of the day, those who trade, you are looking to possibly lose what you're trading. Not all, you know what I'm saying? It ain't what people think it is, and it's not as easy as people think. Right now, let me say this right now, Brother Rich, this is really the worst time for new people to get in. Reason being, with it being in a bull market and prices are just going up, new people tend to think that this is how it works. Oh, I put my money in, it goes up. This shit is easy. And when that bear comes around and knocks your head off and you go down for the next 6 months to a year and a half, it's going to be a totally different story than it is right
now. Okay. All right. Do you Valkymie's Alchemy wants to know, do you offer signs and signals in the course?
Nah, that'd be illegal for me to give signs and signals. I'm not a financial advisor.
Okay. All right, I'm trying to see what else there. All right, that's it, family. Listen, this brother Rich, Chicago crypto hustler, man. We about to get out of here. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. And yeah, the workshop, like I said, let me put the link one more time, family. The workshop, how to profit in cryptocurrency during and after the pandemic. Workshop starts tomorrow 4 p.m. Eastern time, and it's over 8 p.m. East around 8 p.m. Eastern time. You have until 4 o'clock tomorrow to get the ticket. But yeah, the huge what don't make me play that Dan Pena clip again on y'all, man.
That was serious. That was. I'm
Don't make
about to go
me,
say that again. I'm
you
about to
know,
go say that on my page again.
don't make crypto pull up that Dan Pena clip again, man.
Oh,
But
and let me say this, brother Rich.
yeah.
I gotta say this before we go. You will be able to take what I'm showing you and turn it back into cash. One of the biggest things, people think you can't use this in the real world to turn it into cash. What I'm showing you, that the capital you'll be able to gain access to, you can turn it right back into fiat notes and go spend it in the real world if you so choose. So yes, you can use this in the real world in crypto or in cash if you so choose.
So ain't nobody gonna be holding on. Say I make a quick 20 racks. They ain't gonna try to hold my money from me and all that
There is
crazy
no
shit,
they.
man.
There is no they. You hold custody of your own assets with what I show you.
The
There's gonna be no they.
the app ain't gonna crash or some weird shit like that, man. Like what's that? Robin Hood be crashing this shit, man. They be doing Robin Hood be doing niggas dirty, man.
Hey, look, when you really get into the tech about it, right? This is the most interesting thing. You can have your money on the blockchain. The application itself can be gone, but the original code with the application and the currency is still on the blockchain. If you know how to go in there and use the correct code, you can still get access to your capital regardless if the application is there or not.
So are you gonna show that tomorrow?
Not enough time. If you want to take about, it'll take a while. We can look at it though. We can look at it. That'll take a nice little minute to go through all them processes, but we can look at it though.
Okay, all right. Well, I don't want to, I just I know that's a big concern for a lot of people. A lot of people, this is new for black people. Like I said, we ain't even getting the stocks and bonds yet. Now you're
Right.
talking about crypto. So we like, yo, well, what about when I make my money? I want to take my little money out. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you go to casino, you hit for 5,000 real quick. You want to get your money, get the fuck up out of there. You don't want to hold on to them chips. So I know a lot of people thinking about that. So I think that's going to be important. But I mean, whatever. I just want the people to definitely get their money worth tomorrow. And I want everybody to be satisfied tomorrow, my brother. And I just thank you for what you do. And I just look forward. And not only people, like I said, I'm gonna be learning tomorrow too while I'm in there, man. So I see you wanted to show us something. I see you pulling something up on the screen.
Yeah, I mean, this is a Bitcoin debit card. Y'all can go buy one of these and use all the Bitcoin in the world you want as long as they accept MasterCard. And you can go use it at the ATM machine. It ain't even a question of how you need to pull your money off. You can use this.
That's dope. Is that just Bitcoin or other altcoins as well?
Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, Ripple, United States dollar coin, Binance United States dollars. No, it's multiple cryptocurrencies.
Okay. Oh shit, a lot of cryptos on that. Oh, that's dope, man. Okay, see, man, you see, this is what I'm talking about, family. You see, this is free game right here. We should have saved that little part for the workshop. But
this may attract more people because now they know they can pull their bread out.
Yeah. Man, but they got Bitcoins. What shit where I'm at? Yeah, they got Bitcoin machines popping up. They popping up. But all right, family, I want to thank y'all for tuning in. We ain't gonna be on here long. This is the last show before the workshop. I want to thank my brother. I'm gonna put the link one last time for y'all. And we will see everybody tomorrow, 4 p.m. Click the link to sign up for the workshop. I see you next time, family. Peace.
All right, thank you. Peace.